My name is Bethany Connor, and I did my persuasive speech on why you should be vegan. What is veganism? Vegans follow an exclusively plant-based diet, avoiding meat, dairy, and eggs, and that comes from Vegans in 2017. A vegan diet is great for your health. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, vegans are less likely to develop heart disease, cancer, diabetes, or high blood pressure. Vegans get all the nutrients they need to be healthy through plant fiber and minerals without all the nasty stuff they put in meat that slows you down, makes you sick, such as cholesterol and saturated animal fat. And that comes from PETA in 2011. Why did I choose this topic? Because veganism is the healthiest lifestyle. I've watched many documentaries and did much research on why this lifestyle is the best way to go. Is it expensive? It's not expensive because you can do it at home. You can grow your plants and your fruits at home without having to go to the grocery store and purchase them. And even if you don't, the fruits at the grocery store are less expensive than all the meat you buy. What can veganism do for you? Veganism can prevent disease, provide energy and longevity, fueling your body with what it needs. We as humans eat a lot of processed foods. Scientists conducted an experiment that showed the effects of this eating process through vegetarians over a 12-year span. They went from eating no meat to eating all meat. Keep in mind they do eat dairy because they are vegetarians, so they're not completely vegan. But in this experiment, at the end of the 12-year period, they concluded that they increased their odds of a heart disease by 146%, increased their risk for a stroke 152%, and increased their risk of diabetes 160%, and increased the odds of weight gain 231%. And at the end of this 12-year period, they found out that it took 3.6 years off their expected life expectancy. Can veganism be unhealthy? Vegan or not, a diet in high fruit and vegetables, a plant-based food, is a good starting point for a healthy lifestyle, and that comes from Food Team in 2014. Veganism can be unhealthy if you do it wrong. If you're not getting as much as you need, then it's going to be unhealthy. You're going to be malnourished, and you're not going to be able to have the energy and do the things you want to do. So you need necessary nutrients to be a vegan. So keep in mind these when you do start your journey as a vegan. Iron, protein, B12, calcium, vitamin D, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids. Some examples that you can include into your diet are broccoli, beans, raisins, wheat, tofu, and iron-fortified cereals for iron. For protein, you can include peanut butter, seeds, grain, tofu, soy milk, and legumes, which are beans. For calcium, you can include soybeans, dark leafy greens like broccoli and kale, also soy milk and juices. And vitamin D, mostly if you go out in the sun, you'll get all the vitamin D you need, but they do have supplements, and you can eat or drink soy milk, rice milk, and other cereals. And then vitamin B12, you can do soy milk or cereals. Since there's less of an option for B12, a lot of vegans do take a B12 supplement, which is just like a pill, just like a vitamin you take every morning. And so these are the charts I have, and I know you can't really see them, so I'm going to give them to you. So a common misconception for veganism is that you won't be able to get the protein you need from the animals, but the animals get their protein from the plants. So essentially we're just skipping that step and just eating the plants for our protein. So here's a list of all vegan foods that have high amounts of protein. Here's a comparison between a veggie and a meat meal. This one has 35 grams of protein, and this one has 31.5 grams of protein. As you can see, there's a lot more on here because you need to eat a lot more when you go vegan, because you're not getting as many calories, minerals, or vitamins from the meat. So you have to eat a lot more to fill yourself up. And then here's a vegan food guide, and it's a daily plan for your healthy eating. And so this shows the different tiers, like we have our triangle, and it usually has the meat and the dairy, and this has what vegans will basically eat. So you have your bread and your grains, you have your fruits and your vegetables, then you have like tofu on here, and then It also tells you what other good source. It's a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, B12, and vitamin D. I've told you about what veganism is and what it stands for. The best way to become a vegan and what nutrients are necessary in a vegan's diet. By continuing to eat meat, you are harming animals, the environment, and ultimately yourself. I hope you all consider making the journey to become vegan. Some of the catchy slogans I would like to tell you before I end is, even cows don't drink milk, so why should I? You have a choice, they don't, be vegan. Lactose intolerant, become cruelty intolerant. And that's from Vegan Slogans in 2011. And these are my sources. Thank you for listening.